There's never been a United States Supreme Court decision that has interpreted that clause of the Constitution, the 14th Amendment, to confer citizenship on the children of illegal aliens. Never. There was a decision in 1898 involving legal residents in the United States. Two Chinese legal residents in the United States who had a child in the United States, and the Supreme Court ruled that that child was a citizen of the United States. But notice what I said. Legal residents in the United States have a child, that's a citizen. Now, interestingly enough, that was an activist decision. That's not what the 14th Amendment says either. But still, they didn't say anything about the children, the babies of illegal aliens. Now, that part of the 14th Amendment was codified in a federal statute in 1952. And some lawyers are out there preposterously saying, but see, it's in this statute, so Congress has made a decision that that is how you interpret that language. That statute doesn't interpret it as including illegal aliens. That's 1952. It does not. You have other statutes that include provisions of the Constitution. That provides us with no insight whatsoever. In fact, let me tell you a little secret. Where did this come from, birthright citizenship for illegal alien babies? It's not in the Constitution. It's not in any federal statute. It's not in any federal court decision. Where did it come from? Nobody's 100% sure. It came out of the bureaucracy. In the 1960s and early 70s, because of significant changes in our immigration laws in the Hart-Celler Act, excuse me, during the great days of the Great Society, which very much liberalized our immigration laws, a lot of people were coming into the country, and it was very difficult for the bureaucracy to figure out if they were citizens, children of citizens, and so forth and so on. So the Social Security Administration and other departments and agencies of the federal government started to hand out citizenship certificates. And it spread. President, through executive order, no president has ordered citizenship for the children of illegal aliens, not in the 60s and 70s. Congress didn't do it. No federal court did it. The Supreme Court didn't do it. The bureaucracy did it 50 years ago. So you're going to hear people say, hey, look, you can't change the Constitution with an executive order, Mr. President. What are you, knucklehead? Excuse me. If the president issues an executive order, he's the president. He's in charge of the executive branch. As an example, the Social Security Administration isn't in charge of the executive branch. The old INS, now I guess Department of Homeland Security, which has subsumed it, that isn't in charge of the executive branch. The president's in charge of the executive branch. Why the hell can't he issue an executive order and say, you know what, that interpretation 50 years ago is wrong. Here's my interpretation. And not only that, he'd actually be reinstating the original understanding of the 14th Amendment.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.